The world fractured when the crimson blight swept across continents, leaving a trail of ash and silence. Hospitals became morgues, and hope, a forgotten whisper. Then, a miracle surfaced, a cure, a potent serum derived from a rare genetic marker. But the source, it wasn't voluntary. It required extraction, a procedure not unlike vivisection, from a select few individuals, unaware and unwilling. Your child, a fragile beacon in your darkening world, gasps for air, fading with each beat. You've been given the chance, the secret key to life, but at what unfathomable cost? Will you condemn the innocent for the sake of your bloodline? Or watch the light in their eyes extinguish, knowing you could have intervened? The screams will be silent to the world, but deafening in your conscience. Can you live with the echoes?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This dilemma shatters the foundational principle of do no harm. It forces a reevaluation of utilitarianism when the greater good is predicated on monstrous acts. The psychological toll of choosing to sacrifice innocent lives, even if faceless, to save a loved one is immense. It asks if love transcends morality, if the primal urge to protect your own can justify actions that would otherwise be deemed evil. The weight of playing God and the potential for a lifetime of guilt, or even a twisted sense of heroism, gnaws at the soul, forever redefining your humanity. For centuries, humanity built its temples on the sands of comforting myths, its laws on the bedrock of shared fictions. You, however, stumbled upon the truth, not through ancient texts, but through a forgotten satellite feed, a chilling data stream from the void. Our genesis, our very consciousness, a delicate illusion woven by an interdimensional entity, preparing us for harvest. This truth would shatter every religion, every government, every belief system. Panic, anarchy, global civil war. But remaining silent means humanity walks blissfully towards its pre-programmed demise, a flock led to slaughter. Do you plunge the world into a maelstrom of chaos and despair, freeing it from the grand deception? Or let humanity slumber, peaceful in its ignorance, until the final, cosmic predator arrives? Can you bear the weight of either silence or destruction?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This explores the terrifying conflict between blissful ignorance and painful truth. It challenges the very definition of salvation. Is it worth demolishing every societal construct, every personal belief, to ensure physical survival? The psychological burden of holding such a cataclysmic secret, or unleashing it upon an unsuspecting world, is unfathomable. It probes whether humanity is truly ready for existential truths that defy its carefully constructed reality, and if a cure for ignorance can be more devastating than the disease itself. The weight of global responsibility descends upon a single mind. Deep within the forgotten tombs, you unearthed it, an obsidian amulet humming with an ethereal warmth. Its touch, a balm to all wounds, a miracle for every ailment. A dying child, a ravaged veteran, a pandemic-stricken community, all brought back from the brink. But then came the whispers, the chilling statistics, unexplained, sudden deaths mirroring the exact ailments cured by the amulet, occurring miles away, across continents. The artifact doesn't heal, it transfers. Your act of compassion becomes a death sentence for an unseen, unheard innocent. Every miracle you perform is built on a hidden murder. Can you continue to play God, healing with one hand while damning with the other? Is the visible relief of your chosen few worth the invisible agony of countless others? Do you become a monster of mercy or a saint of stagnation?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This dilemma delves into the corrupting nature of power, especially when it appears benevolent. It's a test of moral responsibility versus the allure of instant solutions. The psychological impact of knowing your good deeds are tethered to unseen atrocities is profoundly disturbing. It challenges the concept of good itself, forcing a confrontation with the idea that altruism can be a mask for profound evil. The question becomes whether the ability to alleviate suffering justifies the creation of suffering, and how one lives with the knowledge of being both a savior and a silent executioner. The alarm blares, the coffee brews, the same dull ache in your chest. You've lived this day 1,000 times, 1,000,000 times. It's a prison of moments, an eternal echo chamber of mundane horrors. Each attempt to escape, each desperate plea, each act of rebellion, simply resets the clock. Then, a chilling revelation from a shadowy figure within the loop. There's a key, a single, unspeakable act. To inflict unimaginable, prolonged torment upon a specific, pure-hearted child in each agonizing cycle. Only then will the fabric of time tear, releasing you. The child resets with the loop, their suffering temporary, but you're the instrument of their pain. Can your sanity withstand eternity in a cage, or will you sacrifice the innocence of another to reclaim your own existence? Is endless suffering for one child more justifiable than endless torment for yourself? Where does your moral compass point when eternity is the price?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This explores the ultimate test of endurance against unimaginable moral compromise. It pits self-preservation against the protection of innocence on a cosmic scale. The psychological terror lies not just in the act itself, but in the repetition of it, the forced transformation into a tormentor, over and over, with full awareness. It questions the limits of human depravity when faced with eternal damnation, and whether one's own freedom is worth the cyclical trauma of another. The idea of carrying that sin through a liberated life, knowing the price paid by an innocent, creates a profound and inescapable moral scar. The sky above you crackles with an ominous crimson, a solar flare of unprecedented scale hurtling towards Earth, promising total annihilation. There's one chance, one glimmer of hope, the Arkansas, a marvel of engineering capable of transporting a fraction of humanity to a distant, habitable world. But the resources, the life support, the very delicate ecosystem of the Ark cannot sustain everyone vying for a spot. To ensure its success, to guarantee the survival of any future generation, a drastic, horrifying culling must occur. You possess the power to decide who lives and who dies, to sign the death warrants of billions for the sake of a few thousand. Will you become the architect of a new world, built on the genocide of your own kind? Or will you allow humanity to extinguish itself entirely, holding onto an impossible ideal? The screams of billions or the silence of extinction? Which burden can
10,
you bear?
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
This dilemma is the ultimate Sophie's choice on a global scale, pushing the boundaries of what constitutes justifiable genocide for survival. It tests the limits of utilitarianism when faced with species-level extinction. The psychological weight of playing God, of actively choosing who lives and who dies, and then carrying that unimaginable burden into a new dawn, is a profound exploration of human capacity for both cruelty and perseverance. It asks if humanity deserves to survive if its survival is predicated on such an unspeakable act, and if the future carved out of such horror can ever truly be considered a triumph.